Let's talk about the little lie that we tell ourselves. Am I smart enough? Do I even belong in cyber? Those are lies that we tell ourselves. And imposter syndrome happens to a lot of people. And if you're a veteran, a Latina, a veteran, and a Latina, it's twice as loud. And I remember when I was walking into my first lab when I was in San Diego, and I look around the room, I am the only female, let alone the only Latina. I was definitely the only Latina in the room. And I remember there was rows and rows and rows of just computers. And I felt very intimidated. So I was like, let me shrink myself so that nobody kind of like notices me. Because again, you're walking in and you're thinking like, you're shrinking yourself and you're thinking, oh, nobody looks like me. Nobody probably wants to talk to me. But here's the thing. Imposter syndrome is not a sign that you're unqualified. It just means that you care so much that you want to level up, that you feel like, I'm not good enough, I want to be better. And that's a damn edge, because if you are down on yourself, like this happened to me a few weeks ago. I did a presentation and I wasn't very confident in what I produced. So what's gonna happen next? I'm gonna nail the other presentation that I have to do. I know exactly what I need to do and how I need to fix to refine that, right? Instead of me thinking, oh, I did great and went about my day, I was like, no, let's do this. Let's make this better. And in cybersecurity, everybody entering cyber might be thinking that is coding Python 24/7, but it's not. Cyber is 70 to 80% soft skills and 20 to 30% programming. It has a lot to do with what kind of job you're going after. If you're going after a GRC job, that is policy. If you're going to AI governance, that is policy. You need to understand how everything works, how things are connected 1000%. But that does not mean that you're going to be coding 24/7. You understand what I'm saying? So there is technical terms, because I have talked to someone that has no idea what cyber is. And we were talking about, he was in marketing, I was in another field, and we were talking about it. And he was like, oh yeah, I'm not that technical. He's telling me that he wasn't that technical. You are way smarter than what you think, right? Because you have all these skills, you have all this knowledge with you that you're bringing into cyber. You're new, you're bringing that into cyber. You have a lot of knowledge, and you will learn all this terminology, and that does make you more technical. And that's kind of like the mental barrier that I want you guys to like get out of. So let's talk about some skills. One is risk tolerance. So if you are a veteran or a Latina, you have definitely been in stressful situations, in kind of like pressure situation where, again, you were the only one, or you're the minority, or you're out in the field doing something that the Marine to the left and the right of you, I'm a Marine, the Marine to the left and right of you is depending on you, and you have to make this risky decisions. So you have risk tolerance. So when a server alarm goes off, you're not gonna fly off the handle and go crazy, because you've been trained on how to handle these situations. And you can bring that over to cyber. So that's one of the soft skills. Another one would be emotional intelligence. So Latinas, we excel at this because we, growing up, what did we do? I mean, at least I am, I'm not even first generation, because I was not born in the United States of America. So, but I was here since I was 10 years old, and I had to be the translator in my family. I had literally translate from English to Spanish, or translate concepts from my mom and my dad, from medical concepts to technological concepts, things like that. And you've been doing that all your life. Now, if you were a sergeant, a staff sergeant, and you have to talk to the troops, and you also have to talk to the officers, you have to translate, right? You can't talk the same way that you talk to the lance corporal, the corporal that I used to call my kids, the same way that you talk to the officer, right? So you have that emotional intelligence as well to understand how to talk to this different, diverse of people. And I want to give you some actionable steps, right? The one thing that I want you to do when you feel like this is happening to you and you feel like, oh, I'm an imposter syndrome, I want you to grab a pen and a paper, and I want you to start writing down your wins. I completed my Security Plus certifications. Check. I connected with new people. Check. I went to a committee. Check. I gave a presentation. Check. I looked what this vulnerability was. Check. I know what's going on in cyber because I'm getting updates of the cyber news and the cyber updates and what's being infiltrator and what's a vulnerability and what's not. All of those things are actionable little things that you can take and say, yes, I did that. I fixed the bug. Again, completed security training. I asked questions. I opened my mouth. Those are all things that are going to level you up and are going to make you feel more confident when you walk into a room. So, if this feels heavy, it's because it is. Because imposter syndrome is not something to take lightly. But cyber doesn't have to be a solo journey. And in the next video that I release, I'm going to be talking about networking and community in a tribe. Because, again, that's important. It's important when I'm feeling down that I call my best friend, and she's also in cyber, and I talk to her about, hey, this is what I did, this is how I feel, and then she might have something to share with me that's going to comfort me or make me feel better or make me understand that I do have all this qualification, I do have a master's degree, I do have the certification, I do have all these things, right? I have been in the field for 12 plus years. Like, we're going to have conversations that it's going to boost my self-esteem back up again, and it's going to remind me of who I am. All right, so now is your turn. Tell me what your biggest fear is. If you are transitioning into cybersecurity, tell me what's stopping you or what's preventing you from actually making the moves, and what have you done to kind of get there. If this helped you or you think that it can help anybody else, share it with them. I would appreciate a like and subscribe if you want to continue to see content. It helps the algorithm and it helps me. So I'll catch you guys on the next one.